Hi everyone, this is Lisa Zucker. Welcome to summer 2013 nutrition class. I wanted to make this recording. I will be making these periodically throughout the semester just to highlight a couple of things from that week. And obviously this week I want to just highlight a couple of really important things in terms of the workings of the class rather than really content of the material for chapter 1. So I'll just get right into it. When you log on and you come to the course homepage every week, you'll come to this news section. And for this week, you can link to a lot of the important documents for this week, the syllabus, the grading rubric, and guidelines for discussions, and then the getting started document. You're going to need to read really through everything this week. This week is really heavy in just a lot of different documents in getting you started on how to navigate the course. You will also be reading chapter 1 and taking a quiz on chapter 1, but also this week we need to dive into a lot of the inner workings of the class. If you scroll down, there's some phone numbers and contact information for technical help. I am not really the best person to ask about technical help. Everybody's computer acts a little bit differently. And if you call online learning, they should be able to help you more with those types of things. Also a note about quizzes. What I want to do today is I want to talk about kind of where to find things and then talk about discussions and quizzes. So the main place you'd want to go is going to be content. So this is my course shell. It's going to look a little bit different than yours. There's going to be more information here. You go to content and pretty much you can link everywhere from the content section. Some of you have probably taken online classes before, some of you have not, so everybody's level of comfort is going to be a little bit different. If you go to the getting started and syllabus, you will see there are multiple documents here I want you to read over. Here is the syllabus, here is the getting started, discussion rubric and grading guidelines. This you won't see. How to email. This is just very basic information on how I want emails constructed. How to get the textbook, where to find it, and NutriCalc, which is a computer program that you're going to need to have for this semester. Okay, so we are in week 1, and if you click on it, here is some information that I've written in. I have really tried to make it as easy as possible for you to understand what is due that week, where to go, etc., etc. So this week there is an introduction discussion. You have to read through chapter 1 lecture, Why We Eat article, chapter 1 discussion topics. There is a review for the chapter 1 in your book, and then there's a quiz. Okay, so let's just look at discussions. Every single week you will have a discussion to participate in. And this introduction is for everybody to participate in one discussion area. So what you're going to want to do is you go here, you can link to it from content. You can also link to discussions here in discussions. But here it is in content, and you just click on the blue lettering. View discussion, and then when you go, you hit compose. You want to compose a discussion. So, for instance, in this one, you're just introducing yourself, so you might write, for me, I'd put Lisa Zucker, discussion, introduction or something like that. Then you click right in the text box, you write whatever you answer the questions, what are you studying, why are you taking the class, one goal for the class, etc. Type it all in here, then scroll down. I don't know, why is mine not working? Let's see. Here, and you hit post, okay? And that will post it. One really important thing, do not create a Word document and then upload it into the discussions area. We have a lot of people in the class. You can't expect everybody to open people's documents and read them. You've got to post your discussion right here in the text box and then hit post, okay? And as soon as you do that, you'll be able to read everybody's discussion for that particular topic. Now, this is very important. Let's go back to week 1. I will tell you, there are lots of rules and regulations around how to post, when to post, how many times you have to post, on what days of the week. There are a lot of deadlines. And I'll just tell you right now, the reason I do that is because these discussions are really to simulate what we do in a classroom. So if you're sitting in a class with 25 students, you're going to have discussions between me and the students and back and forth. And if I don't have these rules around discussions in an online class, it's very likely that many people would log on at the very end of the week, when the week is almost up, post the answers to the questions, and then log off and never come back. And that is not a discussion. And so I am going to just say ahead of time, there are these rules, but they're there for a reason. So in addition to the introduction discussion for this week, you have Chapter 1 discussion topics, and you will have discussion topics every single week. Again, the discussion rubric and grading guidelines. So every week you will have about 3 discussion topics to choose from. You must only participate in 1 out of the 3, okay? So when you click on a discussion topic, if you see that 6 other students have already posted their initial posts, you are not allowed to post in that topic any longer. You must go to another topic, okay? You will lose points if you post and there's already 6 people. Not 6 posts, so you might have 2 people going back and forth, kind of talking to each other. That's that could be 2 people posting multiple posts. You need 6 students making their initial posts, and that would count as full. So, if you're the first person in to make a post for that topic, you can go in after 25 posts and continue to post, that's fine. But if you see 6 students already posted in one topic, go to the next one. If there's 6 students in that one, go to the next one. And that will just give you reason to get in early to these discussions so you can get the discussion that's really interesting to you, okay? So that's really important. For quizzes, you will be able to link 2 quizzes. This week you have 2. You have an introduction quiz, which you basically have 2 chances to take this quiz, and you have about 2 hours per chance. This is the only quiz that will give you that much time. In general, every single week you will have a quiz on the chapter that you're reading that week, and you will have 30 minutes to take that test. There's 25 questions for each test. You have 30 minutes, so you really need to go into these tests knowing your information. Yes, you can obviously have your book and your notes, but you're not going to be able to look at this stuff for the very first time and get through 25 questions if you don't know the material. So go through the review sheet. If you can answer, if you've made a kind of a study guide for yourself, you've written out all of the answers on the review sheet, you should be able to be fine for 30 minutes on the test. Once you open up your quiz, the clock will tick, and you will not be able to reopen the test. You can't, save it, come back to it. The clock starts ticking, you have 30 minutes and you're done. I would suggest saving each answer as you go through the test, because if your computer shuts down, or the 30 minutes is up and you've only answered 22 of the questions, if you've not saved anything, the quiz will recognize it as if you saved nothing. So every time you answer a question, save that question, and you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. So there may be weeks where you have more than 1 chapter quiz. This is a summer class. It is accelerated. There are going to be weeks where you feel like there is a lot more work than a regular semester. Okay? You can get to quizzes from here. You can also get to quizzes from here. There's a lot more in this week, but I think that is kind of the things I wanted to talk about as far as discussions and quizzes. So I will see you on the discussion boards, and please read through all the material, and then if you have questions after that, feel free to email me. Okay, have a great week.